still a very young female, but generally looking at the dog, good potential. Why do I say that? Compact. It's compact, and you will see when the dog moves, there will be good mobility because I already had a look at the angulation. What I'm going to do tomorrow is I'm going to try and find some masking tape. Right? You have masking tape. She's very friendly, ne?
Yeah.
Bring me the masking tape. I want to show you guys how angulation works. I told you I'll help you through the day, and I'll give as much information as possible. And people think they must stack a dog to show the angulation correctly. It's nonsense. Angulation stays the same if the dog's standing or moving. Right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to put tape on the dog from the one angle for all the angles that you are looking at. And then you guys must watch that tape while the dog is running. And you'll see the angles moving. Right. What's your name?
Soya.
Soya. You look like soy sauce, né? Huh? Huh? Soya, come here. Come here. Okay. What happened was the injury. Okay. Now, guys, let's talk about the color black in the dogs. This dog's got a lot of black color in it. Where does that come from, and what is the difference between this dog and a solid black dog? Right, the difference lies in genetics. Right, now, genetically, you get dominant genes and you get recessive genes. Recessive genes, if it is you always have genes in two. Right? There's two alleles in any gene. Right? What happens is you'll have a dominant and a recessive. It will always follow the path of the dominant gene. The dominant gene overshadows the recessive gene. Right? Brindle is a small k in an uppercase above BR. Right? It's a recessive gene. Right? So if you have two carriers of brindle together, you will probably get brindle puppies. Right? Or a brindle and a brindle together, you'll get brindle. It's no problem. It causes no health issues, nothing. The dominant K gene is what causes the solid black color. It was not known in the Boerboel breed. It did not exist in the Boerboel breed. There is no way that a recessive gene can morph and become a dominant. It doesn't happen. The dominant stays a dominant, the recessive stays a recessive. Right? So, even though the dogs have a black mask, that black mask is also caused by a recessive K gene. Right? So it's all recessive genes that causes the dog color. But other recessive genes that you must look out for are, for instance, so I'm going to put stickers on you. Hey, don't push me. Now front. do now? I put tape on the dog to show its front and rear angulation. Turn the dog for us. Now, front angulation, how do you measure it? You measure front angulation from the top of the scapula to the front shoulder joint. That's the one line going down, all right? Then you go from the front shoulder joint to the elbow. Okay, that's the bottom, that short piece. That angle should be between 90 and 110 degrees in a Boerboel. So you can do it on your own dogs. You can determine angulation yourself. Okay, now people tell you you must stack the dog to show the angles right. No, that angle stays the same. If the dog moves, if it lies down, if it runs. Now at the rear, where do you start? You start at the hip joint. It's not at the top. You must feel where that joint is. You start from there and you go to the knee, the hind knee, and from the knee you go down to the hock joint. And that angle should be also 90 to 100 degrees, 110 degrees. Can you guys see that the angles on this dog are matched? They sit at different positions, but both of them are just over 90 degrees. And that's the most important thing in getting good movement in your dogs. The angles of the front and the angle of the rear must be matched. Okay, now run a little bit closer. Let's see how good a runner are you. Look at that dog. Do you see hopping? Do you see skipping? Huh? Look how smooth it is. It all lies in the angle. The angulation of the dog is a very critical thing. Okay. And money can't buy good angulation. The dog's either got good angulation or it hasn't got it. If it hasn't got it, get another dog. So, you know, it's a difficult, you can't fix it. You must then breed it with a dog with correct angulation and hope that half of your puppies will be dead. But some breeders have inbred their dogs to such an extent that even if you use that dog with a straight angulation, with another one with correct angulation, you see no difference. Because inbreeding cements things, it makes things stronger. What is inbreeding? You take the father, you put him by his daughters. Right? You breed the father to the daughters. Right? Or you breed the mother for the breed. Okay? She's just above, but she's above. I know. I can see. Yes, she's above. She's not. Yes. What is she? 54, 55? No. I think she's a little bit higher. You know you must measure there, not there. You must measure there. Ah, she's okay. Ah, she's okay. I know already on my leg. She's right on the minimum size, right? But you don't need to be at the maximum size to be good. You can be at the minimum size and good. Something about breed standards that you must realize is anything too little is wrong, but anything too much is also wrong. Right, so even if a dog becomes a giant like this, it's wrong. It's as wrong as when you have a miniature. Okay, well, if you can measure on my leg, I've already measured. Yeah, that's what I said. 55 would be down on my knee. See? No, she's all right. I measured her leg. She's 58 centimeters. I know that at the top of my kneecap, that's a cutoff point, and this dog is about that much above. Right, okay. What impresses me about this dog? Look at the top line while this dog is moving. Do you see that dip in the back? No. The dog is a little bit more compact, right? And that's what I see so far today. Most of the dogs were a bit longer. So here we have a nice compact dog, right? Good angulation, good head shape. There might be a little bit of an underbite, né? Let's just see. Very little bit, more level bite, right? Very little bit of an underbite. The bite is nearly perfect. The dog's head shape is very good. Its movement is very good. The chest is not too deep, right? It's not too wide, right? This can be a very good breeding dog. She's a little bit straight in the back on the angulation, but not much, not much. It's a degree or two. I'm now trying to find faults because there aren't many faults on this dog. Okay, congratulations on a very nice female dog. Come here, Soya Sos. Right, and on handling, the dog is